Hello everyone, it's Jess Kidd here and Wilkie the dog, and we're here to tell you all about everyday magic, which follows the fortunes of Alfie Blackstack, who, when he's made an orphan, is sent to live with his two strange aunts in a gloomy old house in a creepy old forest where there's no pizza, internet, or television, but there is something called everyday magic. And so welcome to a world of warring witches and sly familiars and spells and potions that actually work. And it's here that Alfie meets Calypso, the circus girl, who might just be his first ever friend. And Alfie is going to need a friend because he's landed in the middle of a smack bang in the middle of a great big adventure. And what Alfie hates more than anything else is an adventure. And now let me read you just a tiny bit from the start. Wilkie's falling asleep here. So let's meet Alfie Blackstack. Alfie Blackstack wasn't surprised to find himself an orphan. His parents had always been careless. His mother, Mrs. Blackstack, was a zookeeper who made the mistake of teasing a hungry lion by dancing through his cage wrapped in a chain of sausages. She did it for a bet. Grin, crunch, slobber. No more mother. At the time, little Alfie, just 5 years old, still had a father. Alfie's father, Mr. Blackstack, was an ornithologist. He studied birds. He especially loved sharp-beaked, flappy birds, furious, vicious birds that hated ornithologists and lived in dangerous, remote places like slippery cliff faces, scary sea caves, and the top of very, very tall trees. Alfie wasn't brave or daring like his parents. He was scared of a lot of things, but most especially big cats, vicious birds, high-up places, and impatient fathers. Which was unfortunate, as Mr. Blackstack grew impatient around small, timid, trembling children. Mr. Blackstack stopped taking his son on expeditions. Alfie was relieved, but he was also a little bit sad because he knew the reason why his father left him behind. It was because he wasn't daring enough, or strong enough, or good enough. Alfie had, of course, no wish to go to dangerous places, but that didn't mean he wouldn't have liked to have seen some nice, safe sights. A gentle waterfall, perhaps, or calm and friendly monkeys. On the fateful day that Alfie became an orphan, Mr. Blackstack had gone off in a leaky boat, with binoculars, a loaf of bread, and a notebook. He was going to a rocky island in the middle of a large choppy ocean to count the birds that lived there. Mr. Blackstack didn't come back. Police officers, teachers, the local newsagent, and neighbours all scratched their heads. What was to be done about Alfie, orphaned at the start of the summer holidays? They asked Clarice, the childminder, and she looked after Alfie whenever his father was off on his bird-watching excursions. And didn't Alfie enjoy staying with her, apart from the fish paste sandwiches she mistakenly thought she loved? But sadly, Clarice hadn't the time or the space to offer Alfie a forever home. Mr. Blackstack's solicitor had the answer. Mr. Blackstack had two sisters who lived out in the country. Alfie had aunts. The aunts were contacted. Of course they would take Alfie. Pleasure, honoured, thrilled, pack him up and send him down. So Alfie Blackstack was out for delivery. Orphan, small for his age, 9, mouse brown hair, spectacles, 2 big shoes, 2 short trousers and an anorak, bright orange, always, even in the summer. Suitcase filled with orphan's belongings, among them his father's spare binoculars, a photograph of his mother with her arm around a panther, and a fish paste sandwich for the journey. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy meeting Alfie and his friends soon. And so it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Wilkie. Bye-bye for now.